All right, guys. So here in just a minute, I'm going to get going on Facebook. I got Street Outlaws going in the background. I'll turn that down in a minute when I get Facebook ready. I'm gonna turn Street Outlaws down. While I get Facebook figured out here, let's go to this. Here in about 2 minutes, we're gonna go live on Facebook. So hold on a second. Getting a message.
I think we just missed the tune up a little bit. Left the line and it went out there to 200 feet and it just darted towards the wall. And the second I had to lift, I said, "That's it." There it went. It slipped right through my fingers. But trying to get out of it, or else it's gonna hit the wall. I know what his car ran.
All right, we're going live on Facebook now.
And I had the winning car tonight. I feel it in my heart. But you have to make the trip. You got to go A to B, and we just couldn't do it that fast.
Hell yeah! Thank you. Stop putting it work, man. Oh, man, we don't talk right now, bro. We took something that should not be as fast as it is. It shouldn't even work on a track. The street race only never even been to a track. And we're in the finals. We ain't down for it, though. Thank you.
Need to mute this.
I'm gonna try to.
I don't need the TV going while that's going. So while I'm sharing this to group real fast, I'm sharing this to the group real fast. There we go. We got fireworks going off apparently. So here we go. So I just turned my TV down because I was watching Street Outlaws earlier. So I muted it because we need to get to weather. So anyway, as you guys, as I'm gonna say this again. The ring light is still orange, which means it was pretty muggy today. The ring light is still orange. So, but tomorrow it's going to be red because we're in red zone tomorrow. So finally we can probably do this like normal instead of mixing it up like we did earlier. So we're going to start off with what's going on radar and the temperatures. Radar's clear, 69 in Radcliffe, 73 in Louisville, 69 in E-Town. I bet it's 70 something here in Litchfield, 78 in Bowling Green, 77 in Owensboro, 80 in Evansville, 75 in Henderson, 79 there in Nashville, Music City, 75 in Hopkinsville, as well as Paducah, 72 in Glasgow, 72 in Lexington. So if you guys got any questions or comments, just go ahead and comment them as I'm doing this. And I'll answer them when I get a chance. So the radar's clear. We're going to zoom out, and I'm going to show you the storm front or the line of storms that's coming in. It's going to be coming in if it pops up on radar. So this is an air quality alert. Don't worry about that. This pink area up across Springfield, Illinois, that is a severe thunderstorm watch. And that's for central Illinois and parts of Missouri, just a little bit north of St. Louis, Springfield, Illinois, Peoria, Burlington, Quincy, Missouri, Jefferson City, Missouri. And they've got severe thunderstorm warnings. So the storms could be weakening. The storms could be weakening up that way because they could be weakening because there's a lot of because it's cooling down and it's nighttime, but come tomorrow there's going to be a lot of heat. And down here, if you go across Jonesboro, Arkansas, Jackson, Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, down across Pine Bluff, Arkansas, all those areas are in a heat advisory. And then there's an excessive heat warning that goes back into Texas. I was wrong a little bit earlier. I thought we would probably hear about I thought we'd probably hear about some tornadoes up around northern Missouri, Iowa, and parts of Illinois. That wasn't the case because that's probably because I think it's cooled down up in those areas. They ain't got all the heat that we have down here because there's a cool because there's a cool front, there's a cold front up across that area, and the warm front is down to the south. I really want to. Okay, so in the morning time, there's the first round. The round one of storms will come in through the morning time. Those won't be as severe, and then from what I'm hearing, there's gonna be a break. In between now and then, we could get some heat or we'll get rain. And there's a cap, and there's gonna be a cap that's gonna come over. That's gonna be over the surface. Now, if the cap breaks because of the heat, if the cap breaks, then and the sun comes out, or if it gets heated, if the cap breaks, then things are going to go from bad to worse. I don't Depends on where you're at. But if the cap stays in place, then things will not be severe and things will probably go down a level, and we can worry about stuff that's less threatening. But if it heats up between the line of storms and the cap breaks, then then tomorrow is going to be very interesting as far as severe weather. We'll just put it that way. So we're going to go to the National Weather Service thing that I was just looking at before I took the Facebook and YouTube just a few minutes ago. I'm going to hit the briefing that the National Weather Service put out. If y'all don't mind me showing. So this is the briefing that came out. We're still in a level 3 enhanced risk as far as areas from Frankfurt, Lexington, Bowling Green, London, Madisonville, Hopkinsville, Owensboro, even us here in Litchfield. We're in the bullseye of the enhanced risk. And the first wave of showers and storms expected early Sunday morning cannot rule out some stronger cells west of Interstate 65. Second wave expected late Sunday afternoon, continuing into Sunday night. Severe storms are possible. Best chance for severe storms will be 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern Time. That would be 4 p.m. to midnight Central Time. Because where we're at, we're on Central Time Zone here in Litchfield. We're on Central Time. Damaging winds, large hail, and a few tornadoes are possible are the primary threats. And then as we show the probabilities of severe weather, this hatched area is the hail. It's going to be up to we could be expecting some hail up to golf ball size, which can cause damage to vehicles, homes, and property. Significant agriculture damage, possible injury to those caught outside. And then as far as straight line winds, we could have straight line winds up to 70 miles per hour. Tree damage likely, power line damage is possible, minor shingle damage, possible outdoor furniture and loose object will probably be blown around, and crop damage is possible. And here's the tornado probability. A few tornadoes possible, property damage or destruction. It does not say nothing about an outbreak. It does not say nothing about an outbreak. The only time that there would be an outbreak, the only time they would call out an outbreak is if we're in like the red, which is the moderate risk, which is 4 out of 5, or if we're in purple, which is high risk. The only time that they'll go that we'll call that the National Weather Service will call an outbreak. But I don't see this being an outbreak. A few tornadoes could be possible, but if any does develop or make contact with the ground, they could be like maybe EF0, EF1, EF2 around in those areas, the lower end tornadoes, which those lower end tornadoes usually don't last long. Sometimes they'll develop too quick and disappear before the radar even catches them. We're going to go to the timing of the severe threat. For everybody that's in the white for areas Louisville and north into Indiana, you guys, there's nobody that watches my weather thing up that far north. But if you guys have any family or friends that lives up north, their severe weather timing is 4 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That is 3 to 9 p.m. Central Time, but most of those people would probably be on Eastern Time. And then the light gray area, which is right here, Louisville, Frankfort, Lexington, E-Town, Litchfield, Hartford, Edmonson County, Bowling Green, Morgantown, Russellville. The timing for those areas, which I know there's people that watches me in those areas on Facebook and YouTube, 6 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. That is 5 o'clock p.m. to 11 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And then this dark gray area that's almost black is areas from south of Lexington, Campbellsville, Burkesville, Edmonton, Glasgow, Bowling Green, and Franklin. And I know there's some people that watches me in some of those areas on Facebook and YouTube for weather. You guys will get it between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. Eastern Time, which is 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. Central Time. And the confidence and all this is medium. So we're going to look at hold on a second, I missed something. So I'm going to pull this back up. So I want to go over the safety. I want to go over all this. There's 6 ways. I want to go over what you can do to get your weather alerts. Here's what we do. There's 6 ways to receive a warning. You can listen to your local TV stations and radio, or in our case, or you can hit hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Local TV and radio. You can also listen to your weather radio, which I have here in my room. That's how I get the warnings. You can have wireless. You also can have your wireless emergency alerts and weather apps, which I showed everybody on YouTube earlier how to set up their wireless alerts on their phones for Androids. Which those wireless alerts will only go off for tornado warnings. But now I've heard they also go off for the upper level severe thunderstorm warnings that has 90-mile-per-hour winds. You can also get on your computer or phone on the National Weather Service's website. And you can also hear outdoor warning sirens. Now, I'm going to say this because I say this a lot of times. Tornado sirens are not meant to be heard inside. They're meant for people who's outside that's away from a TV, that's away from a radio, that is outside walking or driving. Sirens are meant to be heard for those people outside. The only way you're going to hear them inside is if you live really close to a siren. That's why you should get a weather radio. So I'm just gonna tell you this. Don't be sitting in your house waiting to hear if the siren's gonna go off immediately after the weather radio goes off, because you won't hear you don't always hear them, and you won't hear them in all locations. The only way you will hear a siren is if you live near a siren, which would be in town or near somewhere that has a tornado siren, like let's say a fire department or somewhere, depending on what town you live in. But yeah, enough with me rambling on about that. I ramble on about this every time where there's an upper level of severe weather, but I want to move on from that. But I have another alternative. You guys can, if you guys don't want to listen to the weather people on TV or radio, or you don't want to listen to the weather radio, you can also watch my Facebook and YouTube live as I'm tracking the storms. If you all choose so, there's many different ways y'all can go about this. If you can either watch me on YouTube or Facebook live tracking this, or you can all listen to the weather people on TV and on the radio, or you can listen to your weather radio. There's several different ways you can keep up with the weather. So we're going to look at the weather charts. So tonight, here's where the severe weather threat is at, which I think is probably about over. Is over northern Missouri, parts of Illinois, Iowa, and yeah. And then here's where the severe weather threat's going to be tomorrow, which we're in the enhanced risk. Tennessee, Boot Hill, Missouri, southern Illinois, all of Kentucky, all of Indiana, southwestern Ohio. And down here at the bottom, there's the cold. There's the warm front. Here's the cold. Here's the warm front. There's the cold front. And then we look at Monday. The severe weather and flooding threat will be over Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. So, yeah. I'm going to go back to radar, and I'm going to leave it up while I check and see if there's any comments on my Facebook. There's already a like on my video, which I guess is okay. Check the group. There's no comments still. So I'm going to check the weather thing, and I'm going to see if there's any comments on that account. Not all the time when I go live, people will always catch the live right as it's happening. They'll usually catch it later on. So I'm gonna swing over to the YouTube side of things real fast. I'm gonna see if there's any comments. If I can get this to no, Need this. There we go. We got live chat. Okay, what was that comment? Okay, there's a comment that has apparently been removed. Don't know how that happened, but there's apparently a comment that has been removed off my account, off the chat. So weird. I go to check on the comment. It says a comment's been removed on the YouTube thing. I guess someone says something, and I guess it was apparently was not appropriate, and I guess it automatically got removed because that's how my YouTube chat works. If you say something out of the way or say something that's like inappropriate, it'll automatically kick it off and time that person out. So someone got apparently someone must have been on the mad side. Oh well. So it sounds like somebody was on the mad side, and I guess the comment got removed. But all I'm gonna say is, if any warnings do come out, no matter if it's a severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning, take the warning serious. Take heed to the warning. Do what you got to do and go to your safe place if any warning comes out for you or your county or area or city. So what I would do, I would go ahead and prepare. Got a Facebook message. I'll worry about that another day. That's not an important message. That was just someone hitting me up. But anyway. I'm gonna get off my live. I'm gonna check the weather page messenger and see if there's any thing I need to answer. But I would say take tomorrow serious. I would take tomorrow very serious if you get it put under a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning, whatever kind of warning you get put under. I would take it serious. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, and you guys have a great night. If any warnings comes out at any point tomorrow, I will definitely be on Facebook and YouTube Live. So everyone have a great afternoon. Or great night, I should say. Not afternoon. Have a great night.